And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the semi-finals of the Tenacious Turtle Tussle number 30. Whew, we had a little bit of downtime here, so I do apologize. I hope you enjoyed the brutal OST while it was going on, but we have some updates. We have some crazy updates. I was expecting a PvP. I was expecting Geralt to make it through, but no, we had a crazy upset. And speaking of, we have a 12 pool. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Last Fantasy, we have our German Protoss player, the green Protoss, representing Streamer Zone. It is Jumy. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Last Fantasy, we have our South Korean Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing Team Hyper 1, going for the 12 pool. It is 3-point. Let's go. As 3-point, he's moving out with his drone scout. Why is he moving out with the drone scout? Because welcome one and all to Last Fantasy. Last Fantasy is a 3-player spawn map. Also, before I get ahead of myself, predictions. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. Get your gamba going. As he scouts, he gambles, he guesses. Oh my god, almost correctly. He doesn't quite check. Doesn't quite go all the way. So 3-point is still checking for the location here of his opponents, checking bottom left. Moving in with the Overlords, it is going to be a 2-gate opener here by Jumy. Jumy, very safe opener from our Protoss. He scouts, he sees no expansion. Does go for the pylon block. Trying to piece together what's going on. Very safe start here by Jumy. The Lings are flooding across the map. But Jumy, he has SimCity, he has a second pylon, he has a Zelda on the way. The drone comes in for the hatchery block. And the Lings move in. And the Zell comes out just in time. Whew. Oh my god. Again, clutch defense here by Jumy. Pylon is done. A second Zell's on the... Oh no! Don't get surrounded. Do not get surrounded. Tense moment here for Jumy. More Lings moving in. Drone is here to try to get behind the Zell. You can see the probe is in position to block. Yeah, the probe is in position. Very nice setup here. Does save the Zealot. Gateway's under fire, true, taking a lot of hits, but the second Zealot does pop out in time. Whew. Yeah, we have 2 Zealots, we have a nice round. Oh no, there's a hole in the wall, the boys are being pulled! And it's all or nothing for 3-point. Adept has arrived, 2 Zealots and 1 Adept. Boys are being pulled as well, but this is too late. This is a late reaction here from Jumy. Probes have arrived. One Zealot got surrounded, there's 1 Zealot left. Nice probe drilling, very nice probe drilling. GG gets called, Jumy holds, and Jumy takes game number 1. Whew. GG. Again, really nice controlled defense there from Jumy to be able to re-wall behind it despite not fully walling off. He was able to react in time, he was able to save his units. Really nice SimCity to tuck away those Zealots, and he did pull the probes in time. I was concerned that he had pulled the probes a little bit too late. I was concerned that he was a little bit late there, but alas, he did get there. Did it protect his Adept? GG. Whew, GG, well played. Jumy holds, and Jumy takes a lead in the series. And now we're jumping into game number 2. I was hoping for a longer setup, a longer game on Last Fantasy, but 3-point had other plans. Again, Last Fantasy can be difficult because of the 3-player spawn, but if you remember, Jumy, he scouted 3-point immediately. He scouted bottom right, so very lucky in a way when it comes to the scouting. Jumy did confirm what was going on. He saw the late expansion, he saw the Lings, so he was able to prepare in time. Likewise, we also had like just a blindly safe setup from Jumy with that 2-gate opener as well. So really safe play, really solid, and with that we're getting into game number 2. He's in a 12-pool drone pool once per series. Yes, that is known. For those that maybe are unaware, for those who don't watch much 3-point in this in StarCraft, 3-point, he's known for being hyper aggressive and for having at least an aggressive series or aggressive game of the series. For those who are unaware, he had a 21-minute game against Geralt, so he can play longer later games. He can play macro if need be, but he does like to cheese things up at least once. I don't expect him to 12-pool twice though, twice in a row. I don't expect that. And we already see drones on the way. So spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the German Protoss player, the green Protoss, representing Streamer Zone, leading the series 1-0. It is Jumy. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player from South Korea, representing Team Hyper 1. Ooh, going for a pool first opener, not to be confused with a 12 pool. Bear that in mind, it's going to be a 14 pool instead. It is 3-point. Just catching up in the chat. I thought threepoint was just an EVO player. No. We have casted threepoint plenty of times before in SE2. He is mainly an EVO StarCraft Evolution competitor. That is true. He does mainly compete in StarCraft Evolution, and he doesn't often sign up for SE2 tournaments. But every now and then, he does show up for like a Tuna Cup or a Turtle Tussle. So we do appreciate it whenever threepoint does, you know, show up on these events. He is more of a dynamic player when it comes to being hyper aggressive or a little bit more macro oriented. I'll always remember threepoint versus Chappie. Threepoint versus Chappie back in like 2022, 2021 was crazy. It was a ZvZ with threepoint. I think he initially like tried to cheese Chappie. Chappie survived on 2 bases, and threepoint he went into Swarm Host Lurker, and it was like I want to say it was like a 50-minute game. Swarm Host Lurker versus Lurker Viper from Chappie, and it was something. it was crazy. It was crazy. That'll live rent free in my mind for years to come. I do recommend that if you missed it, threepoint versus Chappie, it should be on YouTube. I believe during an early Sparkling Tuna Cup, I want to say. Meanwhile, threepoint does move out. I remember casting with Asher, and I remember Asher, he was smudging for Chappie. He was Meanwhile, 2-gate opener. Once again, 2-gate opener out of Jumy, going for the same opener as we saw last time. This time, of course, it is not as committed, and Jumy is aware. Jumy did probe scout. He saw the earlier hatchery, he saw the later pool as well. So threepoint does back off, but again, threepoint he's built up towards a longer game. He's freely droning, freely saturating, getting in towards a longer game state. Jumy can now freely move out. Again, he knows it wasn't a 12 pool, so he knows he's free to be active like this. He also knows there's no gas, right? With this opener, gasless means no link speed. This adept should be safe. The adept should be safe from any kind of surround, from any kind of engage. Zealot does move in as well. Double adept follow-up. Hyper aggression out of Jumy, and we'll see what Jumy can get done. Right now, it's going to be threepoint being the defender. Now, we do expect threepoint to eventually take his gases, but most likely to skip link speed and maybe go straight into roaches or straight into lair, into a greater form of tech. But because link speed is so delayed, you often just delay it even further, just skip it at this point. As threepoint attempts to expand, heads towards the third. Jumy gets thrown away. Third base is being taken. Jumy unable to delay any further, but he's going for the queen. Oh, no transfuse. Queen gets caught out. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, massive pick off. One queen falls. The other under fire. So far, threepoint he does back off. Keeping up with the adepts. Adepts, they shade past. They can commit. They can one-shot workers. Alas, they do check for the third base. Now to 4 adepts. Behind this Stargate opener into Void Ray. Void Ray hunting down those overlords. Jumy still looking for a way in. Almost shades past. Getting into the queens. Another queen is going to go down. Remember, no transfused off of creep. Ay, ay, ay. 3 points. Is he going to lose another queen? No shot. No shot. The queen. He's going to get it. He gets 3 queens for 3 points. Ay, ay, ay. Bappy. He's been playing too much SE Evo. He forgot. He's like, oh, queens, they can still transfuse off a creep, right? No. What's going on? With that shading in between the bases, getting a worker, denying mining here in the main. Remember, no link speed, so links they cannot keep up, but they will shut down one adept at least. Whew, barely one. One adept does go down. Likewise, Void Ray hunts out another queen. Oh my god, that's what, 4 queens? 4 queens going down. Does take down the Void Ray, thankfully, but still some brutal losses here for 3 points. Oracle back into the main. Spawn not quite done. More drones going to be going down. And, oh, Jumy does overextend. Takes an extra shot. Oh no! Does right back in. And Jumy also slipping up a little bit here. Takes down 6 workers, but he will lose the Oracle. So we have a bit of a back and forth here. At least a little bit. I would say that Jumy's still in a better position. But 3 point does counterattack. He's flooding links across the map. Link speed is not yet done. He does reveal himself. Link's be kicking in a couple of seconds, going for a Bailey Nest, going for a bust. Yeah, it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. It's an all in here for 3 point. He's taking too many losses already. Too much damage. He is all in, and either he breaks Jumy or he dies trying. As Link's follow across the map, there's that shield battery in position. Link speed is revealed. They come in for the surround. Nice warp in. Nice warp in there from Jumy. Does protect those zealots. Getting into charge as a follow-up, not into Blink. Charge going to be more ideal. Blink Stalkers, they can struggle against Lings, but Charge Ults and Archons are going to be beautiful against this. So good read here by Jumy. More Lings. The massing, remember, all in. Remember, we have not drawn in quite some time. 37 workers, that's all 3 point has. That's what, a 2-base economy, if that. He's going for the bust. Now, there are shield batteries on the way here at the natural. They may finish in time. It takes a lot of Banelings to bring down the Stalker. Cannon shield battery are ready. Here comes the bust. Jumy does not see this until now. Now he knows. Now he sees. Now he knows he needs to re-wall. Does start down those Banelings, at least tries to. Banelings are crashing in. We have a secondary wall behind this. We're trying to, and yeah, there it is. GG gets called. Archon is revealed. Nice force field, and Jumy he will hold. Jumy will take the series at 2-0. Whew. GG. GG, well played. Jumy does claim the series. GG, well played. 3 point, hyper aggressive because of all those losses, because he bled out all the queens and all the lurkers. He was forced, sorry, all the drones, I meant to say. He was forced into an all-in. Jumy, he was forced into an all, sorry, 3 point was forced into an all-in. Jumy, solid defense, was able to get a read on what was going on. Very nice setup with charge, with archons, with shield batteries, cannons. He completely shut 3 point down. 3 point, spending a little bit too much time in StarCraft Evolution, maybe forgetting how vulnerable queens are. He's just thinking to himself like, queens, they're broken units in SE2, Pappy. True. Not quite. As everything very quickly snowballed out of control in favor of Jumy, and Jumy, he will advance on to the grand finals. And who do we have next? Who do we have next here? We have our grand finals. It's going to be a best of 5 at TVP between Jumy and Beyond. Let's go. Let us go.